What the business is, YouTube? This Clarence over here at Pursuit of Freedom. Let my face show for the day. I bring it to you in a slightly different video. Got on my former John hat. It's 10:48 in the a.m. on September the 2nd. I got to look down at the date and time. Daytona Beach. I'm down here on the east coast of Florida. So I'm throwing on my beach hat. As it is Monday, a former John hat. We got Dorian Category 5 right now, possibly getting ready to barrel through and batter the East Coast. Uplifting prayers for us people down here in the southeast tip of Florida. Pray for Georgia because that's next up. South Carolina, North Carolina. Pray for all of them families. I seen some horrific videos of some of the families in the Bahamas that was able to take video content, losing their roofs, got nowhere to go. Now, the governor of the state, just like the governor of our state, I believe pretty soon probably going to be giving out mandatory evacuations. But if you ain't got that cake to be able to leave it, or if you ain't got no place, if you got the cake, you can rent a hotel room in another state further inward, you know what I'm saying, away from the storm. But if you ain't got that, what do? You stay put. That's what they do. That's what the majority of people are going to do. Right? But just lift them prayers up. Sad to see this video, man. While I'm retiring from day trading after 14 years. This is Cameron Fous here. It's now IKNK trading. I want to point out some things earlier on that kind of let me know, bruh, I didn't really want to do this here for some time. Because when I first found them late 2016, 2 weeks after I started a new career that it took me 4 years of studying. But in that 4 years of studying, I got 2 degrees. I got my AA degree, Associate for Arts. I got my Associate of Science in Respiratory Therapy. So I worked for about 3 years as a respiratory therapist. But after seeing my first check, I automatically realized that I had to get back to some entrepreneurial something. I have to find more income because you can be in a high stress environment, working your ass off, and still not really have much money. And I'm sure that there's people out there that can relate to that. And then when you paying these here bills, all that money be gone, but you got to continue that stressful circle, the drain cycle between your home and your work, or your work and your home and your work and your home, and you just circling the drain. A lot of people do that for 40, 50 years and still don't have nothing to grip on to when it comes down to money. You heard me? And what's crazy, man, is that before I get into Cameron Fous, when I typed it in on YouTube, you know, ways to make money. That's the way I look it up. Ways to make money. You know what I mean? Side hustle, side business. Tim Sykes was the first cat that popped up. Next cat that I got. So after I found Tim Sykes, I started to search stocks in the stock market. Bulls. Canal over at Bulls on Wall Street was the second cat that looked up. Then Warrior Trader popped up. And then in the video I was watching from Sal back when he was Small Cap Millionaire, his YouTube channel Small Cap Millionaire, he mentioned this cat here, Cameron Fous. And the thing is, Cameron Fous sold it better than all of these other cats combined. He sold the trading stocks. He sold the dream. He sold the reason why. I said like he was speaking from my heart and saying like to me, because you absolutely want to find a way you can make $100, $200, $1,000, $2,000 in 1 hour. Why work 8 hours for something you can make in 1 hour, right? Cameron Fous sold that to me better than anything else. Cameron Fous was the coolest cat out of all of them, and I give him that. Hey, big shout out to Cameron Fous, bro, and thank you, because that Fous for part 1, that Fous for part 2, and I'm sure that other this other video getting into short sale, I'm pretty sure that's pretty good too, even though I haven't purchased it, I haven't bought it, and I'm not going to. I ain't got it like that. If I had that $600,000, $700,000, whatever the cost is, I'm just gonna let that sit in my trading account. You heard me? Because I can collect knowledge from all of these guys collectively. And plus, I paid for the Fous 4 Part 1, Part 2, and in between, I'm going from Fous Alerts to Fous 4 Trading, from Fous 4 Trading to IKNK Trading. They gave me the boot. I can't even watch the videos anymore, even though I paid for them. That's fucked up, but this ain't a hate video. This is a thank you video, and this is I understand video. You know what I'm saying? And just want to point out some things. But so to continue with that thought, right? Uh, some things that I've learned or picked up from Cameron Fous over the course of 2-3 years of watching his videos, watching his content. The Fous for Part 1 and 2. Um, I've paid for this How to Make Millions DVD over here. Uh, 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 with Tim Sykes is the only video that I bought. But what I would say about the Fous for 1 and 2 is that in the 14 hours of Fous for Part 1, he has more trade examples in Fous for 1 than Tim Sykes got in this entire 35 hours of the How to Make Millions DVD. And Fous for 1, not even getting to Part 2, and just Fous for 1, because I believe that it is the seeing the trade examples, that's where you learn this shit at, right? Why did I buy? When did I buy? Where did I sell? Why did I sell? What type of pattern was it? Which in Fous for 1 and 2, they all breakouts. You got 4 different names for those breakouts, and I know them because I paid for it and I watched all of them videos. I did that 14 hours, probably about 14 times. You heard me? I was watching it repeatedly. You know what I'm saying? When I first got it, because it's the only one I had. I got a package, had the Fous for 1 and 2 in a package deal. Got them. He put them both together, sold it as a little deal. You got it a little cheaper. I paid for it 2017. 2016, somewhere in there, and I started just going through those videos over and over and over and over and over and over and over, trying to learn what this cat knew about the market. I did the same thing pretty much with this How to Make Millions. For a while, I watched that. I did that 35 hours over and over and over. They both got great knowledge base. These two cats here, Warrior Trader and Bulls on Wall Street, especially Warrior Trader. Warrior Trader put them videos out here every day, completely transparent. I think he's the most transparent trader out here for free. Hopefully we making this video, he don't stop doing what he's doing. I pray that he keep doing what he's doing. Thank you, Warrior Trader, too, in this video, by the way. But like, oh my, so I'm 7 minutes in, man. I believe Cameron Fous got a good heart, though. He realized that what he did was selling the dream more than, because trading stocks, 95% of people, I don't think it's 90. I think it's between 90 and 95. If anything, it's at about 95% of people who are going to try to do this thing are going to fail. Simple reasons. Because lately, Fous, as far as when he posts on Instagram, kind of harps on that psychology of trading, which is probably the most important thing of trading. That's why I feel like Bro Man he got a knack. He's not the best at trading stocks, but he's got a knack. Some people can teach you, but they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's true, but I see bro holding up a hat. That's why I had to stop the video. He's trying to sell me merchandise. Why you selling me merchandise? Why you selling me merchandise? If you can trade stocks, you don't need to sell merchandise. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm selling a dream, 90 to 95% of people that's buying the dream are just going to lose all their money. If I got a heart beating in my chest, which I do, and I believe he does too, that right there can't sit too well with you. If you got a heart, you're not forcing anybody to buy anything, but you can begin to feel like a Wall Street wolf. You know what I'm saying? Or the Wolf of Wall Street when you know that the majority of people that's going to buy your information are not going to succeed. That might hurt a little bit. I don't know what exactly killed this passion when it comes to trading stocks. If he really can trade and trade well, he's built the skill that he can always come back to. But trading stocks makes more sense to me than Amazon FBA, Shopify, building you a Shopify website. Yes, you need multiple streams of income. I do get that. I get that all the way up to my eyeballs. But with Amazon, FBA, and Shopify, you got to buy all these products. You got to test products. You got to have money, because what if none of your products sell? What if you buy a product, you post it, and you don't sell one item? Now that money is spent. You got all this shit sitting in your garage, and you ain't making no money. Same thing with Amazon FBA. There are other things out there. I came across this cold emailing service that you can provide. It's something you can do at home, and I'm just giving out some other ideas when it comes to creating income streams. You got to get to real estate when you're thinking about income streams. Real estate has created more millionaires than any other business and service in the history of mankind. Real estate. We need homes. If you don't have a home to live in, okay, so that, I mean, just in that concept. So I've been researching wholesaling a lot lately, wholesaling real estate, that is. I also been researching subject to real estate deals, because subject to real estate is just like a rental property. But you take over the physical loan. It still will sit in whoever the original homeowner's name. It'll still sit in their name, but you will have ownership of that property. You can put a tenant in that property. They could be basically paying for the property. You put a little bit of extras on it, and now you're generating cash flow from that property, making sure you're paying on the loan every single week or whatever, or whenever you're paying on every single week, every month, making sure that you're paying that off. That's just another subject for another day, right? Um, I just, it just tripped me out, man, that in this video, Cat gets back to sell. He trying to sell you the t-shirts. He's showing you the iconic gear. You know what I'm saying? He's getting into the YouTube algorithm shit. You know what I'm talking about? Trying to work his way into the algorithm so his videos can get more views, so he can generate more money from YouTube. That's another stream of income, but the allure, right? The lure to day trading, even though 95% of people are going to fail, I still believe that I can make money trading stocks, because I have made money trading stocks. Uh, um, the allure of this thing is being able to make that $100, $200, $1,000, $2,000 in 1 hour a day. But I will say you absolutely need to be over the PDT rule. You need to be able to work as a day trader. You know what I'm saying? I've laid out my four horsemen. Cameron Fous is still one of my four horsemen. You know what I'm saying? There's more out there. Like, I watch a lot of Steven Ducks. I watch plenty of Tim Gattani. These are Tim Sykes students, also, by the way. Roland Wolf. Watch a lot of him because he got a different strategy. He's more so like a buy to support, sell at resistance. The basics. The basics. Buy at support, sell at resistance. This shit still works. It ain't the exciting, oh, I bought the breakout at the perfect time. Oh, I shorted right into the resistance and then got the fall. It ain't that. It's the old school. If you can just simply master support and resistance, you can make money in stocks. You got to have some capital though, because 10% of $100 is $10. You ain't made no money. You just paid commissions. Keep doing that. You're running on the treadmill, getting nowhere fast. You do got to have some money. I mean, yeah, you can get started without no money, but you ain't gonna make no money with $1,000. Once again, 10% of $1,000 is 100. 10% of $10,000 is 1,000. 10% of $100,000 is 10,000. So and that's just 10%. Some of these cats bringing in gains of 25, 35, 45%, right? Don't take this as me knocking Cameron Fous, man. I don't know if I've already showed you this, but I get the 13 EMA from Cameron Fous. I get the 9 EMA, and I use the same colors that they use. It don't matter. I just stuck with what they showed me, what they taught me. The exponential moving average, the 9 EMA. That's what Canal over at Bulls on Wall Street use. So I just threw both of them on my charts and watch these trends. I learned how to spot resistance from Fous. I color my resistance red. Oh, that's pink. You know what I'm saying? And the minute this here stock comes down here, finds a support level, starts to build, you got a climbing support level. I can draw an upward trend line, slightly coming up. You know what I mean? Um, and once we get back to that resistance, break above that resistance, day traders can take advantage of 44% gains in a day. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I still say, what the fuck is you selling me hats for? I don't give a damn fuck about getting into the YouTube algorithm when I can trade stocks. How long have I been yapping? When I can trade stocks, the YouTube algorithm don't matter. Because if you get the right amount of money involved in this trade and you spot it in time, I mean, this thing shows you that it has a history of jumping, of a big spikes. Once it breaks above a resistance level, because this was the resistance level back here in May. It got above that resistance levels. Even if you didn't capture the whole thing, you could have still gotten this thing late for a monstrous popper. Just like today, you're not going to capture the whole move. But if you got in late, 30 something percent on your money. Now, 30 something percent of $10,000, that's $3,000. So it takes money to make money. And you also need to be able to day trade. Here's another thing right here, too. Paper trade, people. Any of you out there watching, if you catch this video, paper trade, man. I know it's long, so it ain't going to get a lot of views. Like I said, I can give about the YouTube algorithm. This is on the 23rd of August, the last day I was able to practice because I've been very busy throughout the day lately. But probably in that one day alone, I might have put in, I mean, this is all just from the 23rd. Okay, I got to the 22nd right here. But everything above that, I mean, it's probably 20, 30 trades in here, or probably 15, 20 trades on just that day alone. You need to be able to actually trade like that. And that was a good day for me. As you can see, I've been practicing in this here account. It's up to 169,000 now. And that is just within 2019. So that'd have been a $69,000 year so far without paying any taxes on it. If I could have started the year at $100,000 in my actual account. And I absolutely know I would have made this kind of money. Because once again, I probably have taken 2-3 months off. That's a big key right there. Man, I just need the money. For the way I see it, I just need the money. That's why I can't pay none of these cats for their subscriptions, because if I got that kind of money, I need to be putting that in my trading account to get over the 25,000 PDT rule. But this ain't the knock, Cameron Fous, man. I've learned a lot from Cameron Fous. Fous, do what makes you happy. Do what's right for you. Trading stocks is born for you. Move on. You know what I'm saying? And just to put out some other options for people out here, watch multiple traders. You should be able to learn from anybody that's having the kind of success that you want. You hear me? Hey, this Pursuit of Freedom over here, I put this out here to track my journey and to show my journey. You can learn from my failures and you can learn from my success. I haven't been trading as much lately because I'm trying to find another source of income, a primary source of income through the job, which I'm trying to get away from. And set myself up to keep a lot more. Because it ain't about how much you make, it's how much you keep. And also to stay balanced, because I can tell you right now, I'm not making this kind of money as a day trader. Not yet. Every end of the session is coming. It's coming. I don't know when it's going to get here. I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know that. But I'm going to try to stay on the 9 to 5 all the way through that. This is Freedom.